that you go and do the same thing. Just have a skim through your very first video and then the video that you submitted to me, because even for the videos that came through saying, I'm stuck, this was hard, I don't know what to do, it was like night and day. It was fantastic. And even if you were doing it with different children, just watching you and the way you are and the things that you're putting out there in the practice has been incredibly moving, actually, to watch. So I highly recommend that you do that. We're going to build out some specific praise ideas. Okay, so we're going to do a little role play here, so everybody can unmute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, somewhere around that category. And I'm going to play you a twinkle, and I'm going to do it 3 ways. The first one, I'm going to be very engaged, and then I just want you all to specifically praise me. Okay, all right, fine. And when I say specifically praise, I mean you have to hone in on one thing: concentration, bow hold, tone, intonation, whatever it is. Hone in on one thing and give me some positive praise. Okay, all right. Here, there we go. Okay, flood me with praise. Go on, specific praise.
You're so focused the whole time.
Thank you.
I like the beautiful bow hold and the loud sound.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed hearing your regular rhythm. Your Piccadilly circuses were incredibly precise, which I thought was wonderful.
Thank you so much. Anyone else is here? Carrie?
I just loved your bow hold as well. It was magnificent.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, all right. Pamela, I don't know if you're here, if you're working. If you want to join us, just unmute, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Now.
Oh. Sorry. Yes, yeah. I was watching. Yeah, I loved your rhythm. You kept the rhythm so really precise. Your upways were gorgeous.
Thank you. Oh, this exercise is doing great things for my ego. Okay, right now I'm going to be your child when I've had a long day at school. I'm not particularly in a bad mood. I'm a little bit floopy. I'm a bit hungry. I might be a bit tired. Maybe, I wasn't quite ready to finish playing with my Lego. Okay. But you still have to find one specific thing to praise me for, okay? So. You're all smiling a lot.
Yeah, but I just loved how you kept going, even though you were finding it hard, and you got back on that horse and you kept riding. Well done.
Oh, that was perfect. Specific praise. I feel so much better about myself already.
I like that you kept your violin very straight.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even notice that one. Thank you.
And the mouse hole, or whatever what you call it in English.
Yeah, we call it the mouse hole.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.
I like the fact that when you went wrong, you didn't pull a face. You just carried on and kept going.
Thank you. Anyone else? Pamela?
I like the fact that you look like you were having fun. I don't know what to say. That would really irritate. I'm trying to say, what would I say if that was happening? I don't end up saying, please, can you keep your head still? Stop shaking.
Exactly. It's hard. It's hard. Find something.
Find something. So, but you kept going. Well done. You kept going all the way to the end. Well done.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. If nothing else, praise for getting from A to B.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to be your child when I don't want to practice. You've said, look, this is your final warning. If you don't do it, your iPad's going to be taken away. We're not going to have dessert, whatever it is. Okay. I really, really, really don't want to practice. I know I have to. But I'm mad about it. Okay. You still have to find something specific to praise me for. All right.
Kimberly, did you notice there was some fantastic bowing in there?
Okay, you see, I'm already starting to smile. I can't help it. Okay, yeah.
And your mouse hole is always so great. You kept that the whole way through.
I love the tone of voice there. That would have really brought me out of it. Yeah.
You managed to keep the Piccadilly circuses really regular in rhythm.
Can you say it again? Upregulate your voice a little bit more.
Well done. You managed to keep the Piccadilly circuses in a beautiful regular rhythm.
That was good. 20% more.
Oh no!
A little bit more love in the voice. Go on. I know it feels silly, but honestly, it's going to work.
Really well done. You managed to keep your Piccadilly circuses in a really beautiful regular rhythm.
That's the one. There it is. Yep. Lynn?
It's really difficult for me. I'll probably say something like, thank you for taking your violin now and stand up and play that song for me, but can you please play it again?
One specific thing and stop there, and then breathe, and then you can think about your next moment. Yeah. Okay. Connection before correction.
Okay.
Yeah. Pamela, go on. I know this must have really annoyed you. Go on.
I would have said something like, Michelle, I love you. You're so cute when you get angry. And then she would have got annoyed with me. So I would have said, well, darling.
Back that one with a laugh, and I think you're onto a winning formula. No joke.
But I would have said to her, when you get angry, you're so cute. Just keep doing it for me, darling. But then she gets annoyed with me. So
but give me something specific about what I was playing.
I would have said to her, what would I have said to her? And she has done this on occasion. Rochelle, you tried. Yeah, I love the fact that you tried.
Yes. Okay, now that was hard, right?
Actually, I would have, while you were playing, I would have said something like, "Wow, this one was great. Wow, there you got it right," or something.
I know, but can I ask a question on that? Because if Rochelle played like that, she knows that she's basically having a little annoying moan at me. If I turn around and say to her, that was fantastic and that was amazing, she knows I'm lying.
You don't have to say that was fantastic and that was amazing, because it wasn't fantastic and that wasn't amazing. But can you find one thing that you can praise her on first? Okay, you can say, yeah, that, and I have I teach after school. I have a lot of these. It took a long time to figure out how to handle it. But it really does make a difference if I can turn around to them and say, wow, that was really hard for you, but you know what? I don't know if you were even trying, but you had an amazing mouse hole. They can't help it. They're like, oh, can I see some more of it?
And also, if you catch something they do right while they're playing, you know, they start trying to do more of it. You know, while they're playing, it's almost always.
You have to remember that they are half of the reason that, I mean, obviously there are other factors in play. I don't want to do it. I'm tired. Mommy's making me do it right now. But you also have to remember, on the flip side of that, half of it is fear that nothing they're going to do is going to make you happy anyway. So if you can already nip that 50% of it in the bud, you've got a much better chance. Now you only have to fight 50% of that reluctance than you had to in the first, than the whole 100%. Does that make sense? Right. Okay. Right. Well, mum's already on my side. She's already in my corner. Now, any effort I put in, I can start to feel more confident about. All right. Nobody wants to put in effort when they think they're going to fail already. Okay. So, even though the first thing that's in your mind is, why are you playing like that? Right? The most important thing to do is to head off the part of them that's immediately going to say, well, there's no point in even putting effort. There's no point in putting effort in because I can't win either way. You have to give them the goalpost, which is, of course you can win. Right? So we're going to just have a little, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to mute you, Pamela. I was actually going to ask someone else to unmute. I was just going to ask you all to unmute. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to just have a little brainstorm, okay, of a little script of where and how to use this. So I'm just going to stop my video. Oh, so sorry. 1 second, someone is ringing my doorbell. I will be back in just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Right, okay, so let's have a little brainstorm. Oh, I have to clean the second. How do I do that? Okay, so I'm gonna find the whiteboard. Okay, so specific praise. Okay, so first thing that we want to think about, okay, is skill. Okay, so let's have skill in blue. Okay, so what kinds of things can you be looking at when it's feeling hard, like I just don't know what I'm going to do to praise this child? What kind of things can you start to look at to help you to find it? So just unmute and chat to me.
Do you mean like bow hold? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Bow hold.
Bow hold. Throw some out there for piano as well, Carrie.
Tall hands.
Tall hands. What other things? Posture. I'm going to throw that one in there.
Yeah, we have a lot about flat feet.
Flat feet. Actually, feet in general, wherever your feet are. Any others?
And fingertips, both for piano and violin, just how they stand on the instrument.
Yeah.
Everything in tune. In tune.
Intonation, absolutely.
And
rhythm. Tone. Rhythm.
A use of the bow, you know, bowing or.
Yeah. Bow control.
Actually, I find it more difficult to find things for the piano.
Yeah, it is a bit harder because I think you would have to pick on things like rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm and fingertips.
And dynamics, maybe.
Dynamics is always a great one. Okay, right. So look, that's quite a lot of stuff already that you could start thinking about. Let's think about effort. What kinds of things can you pick on, even though they're not putting in loads of effort?
Keep on going.
Yeah, keeping going, absolutely. Even just say, wow, you got to the end and I thought you were going to be too grumpy to do that. It's amazing, right? Keeping going.
Correcting mistakes.
Correcting mistakes.
Yeah, if they go back and just work on it.
Concentrating, right?
Yeah.
Even if everything is going wrong, maybe there's one more that I probably should have done, is the kid who's trying really hard but everything is going wrong. Concentrating.
By effort, do you mean things like actually trying to work something out? So actually trying to break something down and work it out?
I mean, anything that requires them to have even the tiniest little bit of awareness, so it could even, even if it's something that they're not putting in loads of effort, but they would have had to put lots of effort into in the past.
It's putting effort back into all those skills as well, yeah?
Yeah. Not necessarily. It could also just be listening to yourself, Wow, you listened to yourself. Yeah, no worries, Pamela. See you later.
Watching the bird.
Yeah, putting your eyes wherever it is wherever they're watching, whatever they're meant to be watching, their fingers, their bow, whatever it is, right?
Coming to the practice when I asked them.
Yeah. Coming to practice. Right. Smiling at you if they do. Okay, maybe everything's going wrong, but they're still smiling. That's a good thing.
One of the things I've noticed with Ruben is the effort of managing his emotions.
Yeah, just keeping a lid on it. That's a big one. Someone actually saying to you, you really handled your emotions in a more grown-up way there is huge, because it might not be the way that an adult would handle it, but it might still be a huge thing for a 6 or 7-year-old.
But also if they realize that they need to stop and breathe just to calm themselves down, which is very,
regulating, self-regulation. Absolutely. Okay, and now things in red, things that character skills, or just personal things about them.
Okay, like motivation.
Yeah. Sorry, say that one again. Carrie, say that one again.
Oh, I said motivation.
Yeah, motivation. Wow, you were really motivated there. Motivation. Right, I'm going to kick another one off. What was I going to say? All right, I'll come back to mine.
I love it when they put feeling into what they're playing. So it's I don't know how to, you really, put everything into it.
Emotion into the music. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Do they look happy when they play?
Performance skills. Wow, you really performed that one. Yeah.
But isn't a lot of this, coming back to what's under effort, a lot of that is actually character, isn't it?
Yeah,
working hard,
absolutely.
concentrating.
Really, all of this is going to go into flow. This is just to give you an idea of, I'm really stuck for what to specifically praise here. So let me find this, and I'll take a screenshot of this and share it in the comments. I highly recommend that you save that to your phone so you can quickly go, oh, I need help. Right, okay, let me just quickly have a look at our brain dump and see if any of these things, even just one thing, applies here. That's the one I'm going to go with.
Yeah, things like keeping going, and that would be also under personal character.
Resilience. Resilience. Wow, you were really resilient just then, right?
And commitment's a really big one.
Commitment. You were committed to that. Right, I'm going to put here proud, because there's nothing better. I mean, I'm sort of going to sort of put it in brackets because it really should go along with everything else that you're sort of saying. I'm really proud of how you kept a lid on your emotions. I'm really proud of how you looked at you tried with your posture. I'm really proud of you for being so motivated. Yeah. Okay, so does this help a little bit with specific praise? Let me just save that to my photos. Okay, right, so how can we build this in? So
can I just ask one question?
Yeah, of course.
Because one of the real pressure points, I'm guessing, for a lot of people is the getting to practice. So even they get in and then, you know, that whole thing of pulling them in the room and then getting them to actually start. And I think I get really negative, you know, oh, 10 minutes of your practice is gone, but, you know,
yeah.
So is that a really important moment for specific friends? Oh, you're in the room. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, I'm so happy to see you in this space. I am so happy that we're going to spend this time together, reframing it. Absolutely, 100%. You know, if they're young enough, star charts for every day that they come to practice, right? With a smiley face for coming without a fuss, right?
I actually tried your suggestion yesterday, Kimberly. You know, of telling Ahmed, okay, do you want to just do your own thing for 20 minutes? And he was so surprised. I said, I can't practice with you just yet. Maybe if you take 20 minutes. And he was like, okay. And then I came in and said, okay, is it okay if it's 5 minutes more? And he was even more surprised. He was like, sure, okay. And then I went and said, okay, I'll probably be done in 5 minutes. Can you be there then? And it worked. He was there. So then I could say, oh, thank you for waiting for me here. You know, I just had to finish this one thing.
I'm so happy it worked.
But then it was a problem to get him to start, you know. But
yeah,
you know,
we got there. That was a big win. Fantastic. Yeah. Well done. A little bit of reverse psychology never hurt anybody. Absolutely. Okay, let's build out this script, and then we're going to come back to we're going to touch a little bit on how to get them into practice, and then we'll make that a topic, a bigger topic for another clinic. Okay, so specific praise script. Number 1, take a deep breath. Okay, that really helps. Okay, 2, start looking. You're not going to find anything to praise if you're not looking for it. This is something was a huge moment for me when I realized this, you know, and I think I'd had a week where I was teaching in schools at the time, and I think I was really at the end of my tether. I was really finding that, you know, there was very little motivation, very little progress. And I was thinking to myself, well, I'm doing something wrong here. I must not be praising enough. The confidence and morale is very low. But I was thinking also to myself, wow, you know what? I really don't know what I would praise. And then I just sort of went, well, you know what? If you're not looking for it, you're not going to find anything to praise. So I started looking, and that's when, you know, and the first couple of days were hard. It was, you know, a lot of, wow, you stood there and you didn't move your feet. That's amazing, you know, like, you know, and really feeling foolish for saying these little things. But, you know, within 2 days, I saw the morale picking up so fast that then it became easier. And you do also have to have just a little bit of that wide-eyed wonder about it. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. I loved that you got to the end of that song. You remember there was a time when you couldn't do that, right? You know, that was, you know, it really does help. So you have to start looking. If you don't start looking, you've already lost the game. Okay. 3, at first, especially, write it down. Because especially if you have a higher level child who plays pieces that are quite long, if you've decided what you're going to praise at the beginning, and then loads of stuff go wrong in the middle, you've probably forgotten what it is that you were going to say at the beginning. So write it down so that you can come back to it before you can say anything else, right? Especially if they've failed halfway through the piece and they've like fallen apart and it's all gone wrong and they're like really frustrated. Before you can say, let's pick it up from here, or it's just finger 3 there, or whatever, you would say, oh, I was loving the beginning of that, beautiful vibrato, or whatever it is. Boom, straight into, look, let's just pick it up from here. I'm not worried. Okay. 4, oh, why have I lost this? Okay, 4, up regulate your voice. You have to get excited about your praise point. Oops. Okay. 5, do not get distracted. They will often try to, oh, something went wrong, but oh, but this, that, and the other. Don't get distracted. Get your specific praise out. Okay. Whether or not they look like they're listening, it is going in. We all know this as adults, that all the things that we thought we were trying not to listen to our parents to say, it goes in. It goes in, right? Like things like, you know, I was always like, oh, why can I not sit on my own bed if in clothes that I've just come home from school in? And now I can't do it. I can't do it because it's in my head. Okay, do not get distracted. Get your message out there. Okay, and finally, okay, remember to do it again. Just once in a practice is not enough. Okay, all right, I'm going to save that and then we're going to come back to